Yes, greetings in the name of His and Her Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I, Empress Reserve Menin. One perfect balance, family. Yes, we in the building on this amazing Monday, and I'm happy to be here, up and running again. Shout out to Digicel. I gotta shout out Digicel, man, cause you know you gotta get jacket, man. I suppose you know it is what it is. That's what they say, right? But nevertheless, we on the platform and we going to trampoline on this thing and get as high as we can tonight. Up, up, up. We way up. So go tell a friend and tell a friend. Politically Incorrect is on. We up and running. I wanted to really jump right in tonight because we wanted to do two segments in one, which is from Friday and tonight. See how that goes because there's a lot of information we want to cram in. But as y'all see the topic, the World Economic Forum. What is the Great Reset? What is the Great Reset? What is the Great Reset? Well, go get your pen, go get your paper, tell a friend and tell a friend. We going up top tonight, family. So
get up in the morning, slaving for bread.
Cheese on.
So
Slaving for breakfast, man. Children of Israelites. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Get up in the morning, slaving for bread, so that every mouth can be fed.
Tell a friend and tell a friend, family. Politically Incorrect, up and running. Alright, hold on. I gonna pull it, man. I gonna pull it. I'm gonna share this real quick. Just share it in part, man. Just real quick, man.
Get up in the morning, slaving for bread, so that every mouth can be fed.
I saw it go, man.
Darling, she said I was yours to receive.
Israelites, family, Israelite. Tell a friend and tell a friend, man. Tell a friend and tell a friend. We in the building, family. The Israelites, hold on. After the storm, there must be a calm. The calm sometimes comes before the storm. All right. Greetings, family. I see you. Fire Space. Tomorrow we'll go on, family. Shout out to the whole Virgin Islands. As the family across the water, family. Shout out to St. Vincent, by the way. We see Dominica in the building. Yeah. Me Israelite. After the storm, family. After the storm. Like I said, sometimes this calm come before the storm, yeah. Steve, I see you. Gee, darn, bread. The Israelites, man. I don't know. We doing. No matter what we do, is like it never be enough, man. Clive, I see you. You see Dominique in the building, the whole Caribbean in the building. We got St. Vincent here in the building. We got Dominica in the building. We got the Virgin Islands in the building. We got Canada in the building. Cheese, dawn bread. England in the building. We got, of course, Barbados representing full 246. Yeah, family. Yeah, I know. Friday. Yeah, for those who didn't know, had a little issue with Digicel. Financially, we had to organize stuff. But definitely want to shout out to everybody, man, that came to the aid and the rescue, I should say, because they say I don't want to boot up. Okay, let me put this on. Family is how we gonna do this. It's family. It's just family. So it's a family affair. Yeah. All right. It's up and running. Yeah, yeah. We up and running. Look at up and running. No, I ain't running. It ain't running. Yeah. Excuse me, family. All right. Still ain't running. Still ain't running. Let me see. Oh, wait. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Running, but not really. All right. While that work itself out, I don't even know what to say about this now. Let me see. Nah, it ain't running, man. Sony, I see you too, family. I don't know what. Let me see. Yeah, all right. It up and running. It up and running. Up and running. Up and running. Oh man, this is crazy. What you gotta do nowadays just to get a little, you know what I mean? Crazy. But anyhow, we really up and running. World Economic Forum. What is the Great Reset, family? Can anybody tell me what comes to mind when they hear this thing? Because everybody talking about all kind of conspiracies, all kind of stuff going on. Friday we was going to talk about the children. I was going to really focus primarily on the children because throughout the week, like I said, but it's funny because I had said this in a previous podcast about the videos I was receiving with the youths in Barbados, and I said we have a crisis, and it's funny because I don't know. It's like I don't know. Anyhow, so they're finally talking about it, which is good. I suppose they paying attention. So some videos came out subsequent to the ones I was getting with some young ladies, vaping on whatever they was doing at school. And that was a whole big thing. But family, all I want to say is this, right? Like for real. The government is not doing anything for the interests of the youths. It is an illusion to think that they have any idea, first of all, of what the issues are, let alone how to resolve them. And I'm saying that on authority of running along with my president, my brethren, family, the president of the Barbados Youth Action Program for over a decade in Barbados and the region. So I ain't asking anybody, both BLP, DLP, and I don't see this administration being any different. So people could talk about how great thou art. The reality is there's nothing going on for the youth unless you have a certain persuasion. But I won't touch that this particular podcast. That in my cup of tea. So the idea is clear that they're trying to create this permanent on the class. So that's why, like I said, the music, the radio station, the television programs, all the stuff, the food they allow in the schools, the curriculum itself, that's archaic. I mean, is all by design. It is not by accident. And this is something you have to get away from, thinking that the youth are at fault when the youth are simply the mirror of a society reflecting the woes of the society. Whatever you see young people doing, they got it from an adult. So I ain't got no issues with youth. Like I keep saying, we don't have a youth problem. We have an adult problem. And then adults who don't hold adults accountable for their actions. Therein lies the problem. So, I ain't got no issue with the youths. I love the youths. Whatever they say they are. I heard people calling them all kind. Oh man, I mean, in a few chats, people going off. And this feminist masculine thing back and forth is like, come on, family, let's pay attention. Let's pay attention. That's not why we here doing. That's not why we here. That's not what we about. This is deeper than that, family. Oh, children of Israel. This is deeper than that. Yeah, I just said that, man. We got to come to our senses and realize what's going on, man, is not by chance, but by design. So on that note, let me just again springboard and trampoline up the ladder here a little bit. Leave the youths, check the adults. Youths don't bring in no vape machines or the contents or whatever you put in it, that kind of stuff. They don't. They don't need, they don't. So they got it from some adult somewhere. So the issue, like I said, check the adults, man, and we're gonna deal with the issue with the youths all in one. Speaking of adults, I might as well just go right ahead and share this because this is where this is gonna go. Um, how can I do this to be more effective? Let me see if I scale it up a little bit. Yeah, no, um, yeah, no, no. Okay, I think this is as large as I can get this. So I'll see if I can pull this off. Yeah. Okay. So let me go ahead and share this really quick. Window. Yes, family. So for y'all who may or may not have seen this particular post, um, we talk about design, right? It's all by design. Everything is by design. What exactly is the Great Reset? If we think about it, these are people who have plans for the future. The future. They're talking about the future as if, they talk about the future. It's about the future. So they're going to reset things, put things in motion for the future. But understand that the future, whatever it may be, whatever it is, it starts now. The future is now. There's no future without now. You can't have a future and not discuss now. So we have to deal with things as they are now by design and the illusion. Take, for example, this young lady who I suppose, I didn't do any research on her. Zulika, 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 Zulika. I think her name is Zulika Jess. Zulika Jess came across this somehow, somewhere. Not sure who she is. And she's talking about gas prices are soaring everywhere except in Barbados, which I thought was a bit strange. In times of crisis, good leaders design solutions. Poor leaders design excuses, and foolish leaders design new banknotes, which I thought was interesting because Barbados is about to get new bank notes. So I am not sure if she was being cynical. I'm not sure if she was, man, I ain't sure. I don't know anybody know this young lady. Tell her, hit me up, inbox me, whatever. Maybe she even come on. I don't even know, but I ain't sure. She said gas prices are soaring everywhere except in Barbados, which I thought was strange because how is it not in Barbados? I mean, poor leaders design excuses. The good leaders design solutions. Poor leaders design excuses, and foolish leaders design new notes. Well, she goes on to say that, the budget 2022, dropping gas diesel prices, which I thought was interesting. Effective midnight Wednesday, March the 18th. Is that the 18th? I can't see this one. Let me pull up the other one. Yet March the 16th, the dollar amount of VAT payable on petrol will reduce from. Now you see, English is a funny thing, and I love English. English is amazing as a language, man. You think about it, man. Look, if you don't, it's funny. The average person that reads, the average person that is, I suppose, skilled with the words, have no idea what they're reading, because the interpretation and the etymology and the sentence structure isn't really something that people grasp. They speak, we read, and it's, what you mean? I don't see nothing wrong with it. But think about it. It will be reduced from. So if it's going to be reduced from 61 cents, it would imply that the 61 cents is what it was initially raised from, because it was going to be reduced from the 61 cents. I should put the word the in there. So it's being reduced from the 61 cents to the 47 cents, meaning that gas price going up. It just ain't going up as high as we wanted it. So my friend is just, prices in Barbados didn't drop. Gas prices went up. But what happened is they jumped too high too fast. So what they did was the same old strategy, like bus fare. We talk about raising the price of bus fare. You know, we think about $5. So everybody made noise. Like, what? Bus fare $5? Oh my God, boy, I ain't bother. People make a lot of noise. So, well, bus fare now $3.50. Oh, $3.50? Oh, when a lucky calls. I didn't pay a $5 bill. My man, $3.50. That's from what it was, $1.50. I mean, sorry, $2. I mean, come on, man. Additional $1.50. That's almost double the price of bus fare. But we didn't notice the sly, slick play by making it seem excessive and then dropping it a little bit. Smoke and mirrors, man. So the gas prices leap 61 cents, but we can take off 24, which is funny, not 25, 24. We take off 24 cents, but we're going to still raise it by 47 cents. Come on, man. Just be easy, man. I ain't know where you coming from with this one, man, but if you're looking to give praise to this young lady because you feel she's, I don't know. I ain't even getting that far into it. This will be reviewed after 6 months. Barbados will be the gas pro. Which part? Barbados will see the price of gas at the pump decrease from 413 to 399 per liter price of diesel and decrease from 364, 346 to 332 per liter. This will be reviewed after 6 months. So wait a minute. After 6 months, review it to see and determine whether it should stay that way or reduce some more. Why suppose reduce, right? Because we're not gonna raise the prices. But I ain't sure. This was interesting. I thought this was interesting. But where am I going with this? Again, plan. Nothing is by chance, nothing is by accident. It is all a plan. Why is it a plan? Well, let's start at the beginning. The World Economic Forum was started back in, I think it was 71, is a while ago. There's a guy who started this program. Everybody know him. Well, most people know him. Let me go ahead and share this page. I thought this was interesting when I came across this. Where am I going with this? Bear with me for a second, family. This might jump people, I ain't sure, but let's see. So, Klaus Schwab, professor, founder and executive chairman of the World Economic Forum. He's interesting because he makes some interesting claims on his Twitter page. He says, along with some other quotes, you hear this guy speak, it's going to make you scratch your head. The pandemic represents a rare but narrow window of opportunity to reflect, reimagine, and reset our world. Now, when you get the idea of such, when you have the thoughts of such, when you think about like you said, it's an opportunity to reflect, reimagine, and reset. Now, in order to reset something, there must be some degree of control, correct? You can't reset what you ain't got control of. But is he saying that they plan to reset, or that we as an individual people should pause? We should reflect on where we at, what's happened, and this pandemic, whatever it is, COVID. Like right now, COVID. Nobody even study COVID no more, but people still wearing masks faithfully. It's crazy. But anyhow, we should reimagine. Like, where do you see yourself? What image do you have of yourself? Sounds familiar. And also then reset, meaning if you see areas of your life that need improving, then the truth is what this man's saying is the gospel truth. Yeah, he said it. Yeah, he said it. Next thing you're gonna hear now, I am, what do you call it? I am the, what name is it called? Not the Illuminati. The other one that they got. I don't remember the name, man. They're gonna say it was infiltrated with the dark web and the elites and all this other stuff. I don't know. But think about it for a second, family. What the man's saying ain't wrong. I mean, what he's saying is the gospel truth. You watch countries and world leaders, especially in the region, manipulate, lied, connive, murdered, stole, deceive the people of the nation. by not being upfront about this whole so-called pandemic, which we see right now, is a lot of questions behind it. A lot of information is coming out. A lot of doctors started to speak out. A lot of things hitting the fan. A lot of people are dying just randomly, just out the blue. So you should really and truly reflect on what has happened, especially in the last 2 years. You should reimagine where this is going to go. I mean, if we continue like this, the food issue, the prices, I mean, prices are already going up and up before Ukraine. So don't make it look like Ukraine and Russia was what causing this. It was already on the up and up. So you should reimagine where you see yourself in the not too distant future and perhaps have a long-term goal beyond that. And if you don't like the way things looking right now and you got to put a plan in motion, maybe you might go reset your life as well. Your family might go reset things, do things differently rather than the 4 children with 4 cars going out in the morning. You might go look at using 2 cars or maybe even 1. So the idea of reflecting, reimagining, and resetting, to be very frank, is the perfect solution for everybody right now. So where are you going with this, though, Emmanuel? Well, let me show you where I'm going with this. We like to think, right, that we understand why the cabal, that's the word, that's what I was looking for. They're going to say, got in cabal. Are you talking that you supporting this thing, Emmanuel? Yes, I support it, to be very honest. Yeah, I support it. I support the idea that every individual, and especially the Caribbean, the region, I got to keep saying that. I ain't knocking nobody outside, but these are our closest allies. These are our family in the region, man. We really need to reflect, reimagine, and reset. Trinidad, Jamaica, Dominica, Antigua, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Grenada, all Grenada left their protocols, and a few other countries. Only Barbados got people doing bare foolishness. But anyhow, we need to reflect here, reimagine, and reset this thing. We can no longer allow these type of individuals who claim to be leaders that are not, but worship in the synagogue of Satan. Yeah, man, that man going in there, yeah. We can't allow that, man. I mean, I'm not saying that we're going to hit the streets and riot and behave badly and bring disorder and chaos to the place. I'm saying that we got to be better than them. We got to really look at this thing holistically and decide that we are going to address our issues and we, the people, are going to resolve them. And we are going to reimagine the Barbados that we're looking for. And we are going to reset it, if it even means getting rid of them. We have to do that because they clearly do not have the interests of the people at heart. How do you know it? Because they don't have the interests of the youth at heart. Simple equation. Because the youth are the future. You can't talk about Barbados' future if you're not helping Barbados youth now. And I ain't talking about the college courses and the science labs and that kind of crap. Because not every youth going in that direction. A lot of other youths going directions, man, that... Yeah. Unfortunately, in Barbados, if you try to sue, it's going to take years before you see a cent. Again, these are the issues we got to fix. Lawsuit coming for those leaders. These are the issues we got to fix, family. We can't keep saying that these are the problems. Beijing's this, people can this, the politician this, police this. We got to stop that. We got to stop even saying that, giving them that power. They don't have none. Reimagine the Barbados where, integrity reigns and rules. Of course, you might say, well, that would never happen. Okay, well, it might not. The point is, do we just give up then? Just lay down and play dead? Do we not try to make it a better place for those who want it to be a better place? Do we not give effort to that? Of course. And we will not stop. Will not. Noah preached for 120 years. 120 years. I've been on here for 1 year on this podcast. 1 year, 3 times a night. The man preached for 120 years. Wait, hold up. Yeah, 120 years. According to the story. Let me just put it that way. So nobody don't, according to the story and the book they gave us as God's sacred text. 120 years the man preached. I only got a year. And the funny thing is, at the end of 120 years, only his family took him serious. The Watson took him serious. And that was the Great Reset at that time. That was the Great Reset at that time. You see a man building a boat, or what looked like a boat, or what looked like something that looked like a boat, which you never even knew what a boat was before, according to the story. The one in box me about I preaching. You see animals allegedly following this man into this looking like a boat thing, big bunch of wood. He done cut all the trees in the forest. My man, what you dealing with though? You was gonna build a house out of that. What the hell is that? You know, the animals going up in there, according to the story, 2x2 and 7x7, depending on the clean and the unclean, according to the story. The funny thing is, if you Google the lions, I know that someone pointed out to me a while back. If you Google Noah's Ark and the animals going in, they show you the lions, but they show you two lions with manes. They don't show the male and the female. So I ain't really sure if that. Anyhow, maybe that was some subliminal something. I thought it was interesting. But I'm just saying that 120 years and then nobody took this man seriously. I mean, nobody thought, let me go and see what this old fool here doing. He talking this thing every day, though, like he downtown with a mega horn about the regime change and there's going to be a reset. The world about to go through a reset. In the book of Genesis, when God created the earth, he said, and it said darkness was upon the face of the water. So there was something here before. Clearly, he didn't pull it out of nowhere. It was something that was here. So what was it here? What was here before? It never said God created water. Nowhere it said that. Funny enough, right? Anyhow, but it goes on to say to the woman and to the man, the first commandment, actually, which I love the first commandment. I totally love the first commandment. He said, be fruitful and multiply, preacher. He said, replenish the earth. Here's another hard word for you. He said to replenish the earth. How do you replenish something that wasn't here? Well, replenish. So that was clearly a great reset. So the idea of a reset, as a matter of fact, let me give you one more. According to Jesus and the Christians, when he comes back, El Shaddai, when he returns for his chosen, what they teach is the rapture. Some church don't believe in that. That's neither here nor there. The point is the return of the Christ that the church is looking for to bring about the new world, or should I say, the new world order with Christ as leader, will also bring a great reset because it will end this one and usher in that one. So the idea of a reset is nothing new to this earth. What is new is how we approach this thing. So what is the great reset? It's a resetting of the way we think, family. It's how we thinking, or thinking by the renewing of our minds. We got to change how we think. Because for far too long, we have been enslaved and we have been fed propaganda, negativity, imagery, everything you could think of to produce what you see. The youths are not astray. The youths are not to blame. The youths are simply following what they're being told to do. Whether it is the music industry, the TV, the movies, the radio stations, all of them have to hold. We all are guilty for the issue of the youth. The government shows these programs. You can say, well, they got different things on there too. Yes. But where's the content that produces, great leaders and innovators? Where is that? Where is that information? You go to school, most children who excel go to lessons. Why is that? Why is lessons necessary in order for your child to excel if school was supposed to be sufficient? Because clearly school is not sufficient, family. It's not sufficient. It doesn't really give the children the tools they need to face the real world. It's enough to get you a job at Popular. And if you do the rest of the steps, you can step on beyond that. I'm always amazed when they go to ask children and stuff at UE. So what are you studying? Why doing psychology? I just wondered to myself, why psychology? Why? You studying psychology, you want me a psychologist? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I support it, but I don't know. There's no life class at university, life skill classes. There's no life class skill sets to develop life skills. That should be a PhD degree. You got all these degrees and you don't know life. You might as well not have them degrees. You might as well not have the degrees. You know what I mean? Seriously. You might as well not have those degrees. So the World Economic Forum, family, is a platform that, you know, it 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 it's what it is. You get a chance to go on the website. As a matter of fact, here, check this out. Let me go ahead and give you all an idea real quick of what we're talking about. Yeah. So the World Economic Forum has a website. You can go on it, the WEF, and to give you an idea what this is really all about. And by the way, this is not me promoting this guy's program. This is me sharing a different perspective of what he said. I agree with what he said. We need to really start thinking for ourselves. And I'll tell you why. If we are not involved in the decision making of the future for ourselves and that of our children, then we are going to be influenced by the people who make these decisions. I'll say that again. If we're not involved, if we're not a part of the decision making with regards to ourselves now and our children's future and our children's children, I could even add that right there. If we're not involved in those decisions, we are going to be subject, and I do mean literally subject, to the people who make decisions. And you could change that word subject to another S word if you choose to, that's more palatable to swallow. Slaves to this thing. So the way I see it is, we don't have a choice but to reflect, reimagine, and reset. Because if we don't recognize what's happening, trust me, family, right back where we started, man, except worse off, because they got a plan. What's yours? Just gonna watch the clouds go by? All right. So they have a mission statement as well on their page. And you can go and click on it, content, mission statement, whatever. But so it appears to be a benevolent, this World Economic Forum is an international organization for public-private cooperation. The forum engages the foremost political, business, cultural, and other leaders of society to shape global, regional, and industry agendas. It was established in 1971 as a not-for-profit foundation and is headquartered in Geneva, Switzerland. It is independent, impartial, and not tied to any special interests. The forum strives in all its efforts to demonstrate entrepreneurship in the global public interest while upholding the highest standard of governance. Moral and intellectual integrity is at the heart of everything it does. Okay, don't sound bad, right? So why is it that these people seemingly trying to get rid of people? Because we have all these conspiracy theories, and we could talk this back and forth. The truth is, it's a little fishy. You get into some more stuff and see what they're doing. It's a little fishy. Real thing. I ain't saying not. But let me tell you why I think it's fishy. Like you said, linking with leaders, world leaders, see, culture and other leaders of society to shape law. Now check this out. Foremost political, business, culture, and this is the part I like. Other leaders, where is it? Here. Other leaders of society. Now, understand what that means, eh? Fully grasp what that means. These are the influencers on the ground they're talking about. And get tapped with it. This is what they're talking about. So if we don't have people at this level with the integrity and the cojones and the strength to speak truth to power, they're going to sit there and plan and plot all they like. I mean, history has shown us what they do when they plan and plot. Has shown us repeatedly. We could talk all the talk conspiracy. We know what they do. As Afghanistan, as Iraq. I mean, we could go on the list. Syria, Bosnia, Somalia, Black Hawk Down. We can go through this thing back and forth, family. We know what they do. We know. And when the islands can't really do anything much, what the leaders do, they bow. You don't believe me? They bow. You know how we know they bow? Check this out. This is how we know they bow. Because we are then through some appropriate channels, some mystery channels, we get to find out, well, wait, oh, you on this page too? God damn, I missed this one in the Daily News. I don't get it every day, so maybe it was in the Daily News. Maybe it was in the Daily News, and I didn't check it. Maybe other people might have seen it. Angela Cox said the Great Reset started a long time ago. Evidence social media platform geared to reform and transform the way mankind thinks, etc., and behave. There is no great communicating platform. There's no greater communicating platform than social media. And this is why we have to use these same tools and weapons they use to our advantage. And I totally agree with you. And that's why we're doing this same thing right now. So it took me a little while to find this particular article on the website. Man, I tell you, man, it was I couldn't find it that easy. I had to search, click here, click there, do this, do that, do this, do 34th. Almost like it was hidden. But nevertheless, here it is. Our very own Prime Minister of Barbados government, Miss Amour. The Honorable Mia Mottley is the 8th Prime Minister of Barbados. She became the first woman to occupy that high office following general elections on May 24th, 2018, in which she led the Barbados Labour Party to an I don't know if it is the truth. I don't know. Emphatic or not, I don't know if it is really a victory. I don't even know if I could say that as a victory, because I don't know winning all 30 seats. I don't know if when you have if democracy is majority rule, right? And you don't get the majority of the people supporting you, how is it an emphatic victory winning all 30 seats? Winning all 30 seats and claiming it's a victory, it might be a victory. It might appear as a victory if you look at the seats. If you look at the numbers, it is defeat. I'm not no politician or no political science, but I found the wording was interesting. If it is a victory, victory would be overwhelming. The winning all 30 seats give the impression that everybody supports this particular party. So if you look at the seats, it might look impressive. Okay. But the reality is it's not really a victory. It's not really a victory. It's more like an alarm bell, quite frankly. A loud alarm bell at that. Winning all 30 seats in the House of Assembly by the largest margin ever seen in the electoral history of the country. It really, really sounds good. So here we are. The world is watching. The people who are interested in this, by the way, you could join or sign up. This is interesting. The people that watching saying to themselves, wow, that's wow, that's great. And the truth is that ain't a victory here. That even the last the snap election was even worse than the first one, because even less people came out. So alarms must be going off within the Barbados Labour Party, although they may not give you the impression that such a thing is really going on. Alarms might be going off as well. An attorney at law, Queen's Counsel, Prime Minister Mottley has been active in the political life of Barbados for almost 3 decades. First elected in 1994, she is presently in her 6th term as Member of Parliament for the constituency of St. Michael North East. From 1994 to 2008, Ms. Motley served as a cabinet for 3 successive administrations, first as Minister of Education and Culture, then Attorney General and Minister of Home Affairs. Even when she was the Attorney General, there was no integrity bill being discussed, let alone tailored or put on the table. Ms. Motley was not interested in having it then, as much as she's interested in having it now. But that's my business. The point I want to make, though, is that to the people who sit at this table that she's apparently sitting at, get the impression that this is all what it appears to be because of what she presents to them. The IMF, again, these World Banks, again. I mean, these people are the architects and the criminals behind the transatlantic slave trade. And yet here we are negotiating with them, trying to negotiate terms and interest values on loans of money that really is our money. And we just go back and forth. And don't nobody want to hold these people accountable. But we have our leaders who go amongst them, gaffing, smiling, and giving the impression that it's all love. It's all good. I got the island in check. Don't worry. I got it controlled. And the truth is, that's not the truth. Really not the truth. So what do, people? We reflect, reimagine, and reset this thing here. Because if we fail to be involved in decision making, our children and our children's children will be subject to those who do. And that's just how you see that. I don't know how y'all think about it, if y'all even thinking about it. But, I mean, somebody said she paid for the seat. Shalom, family. Blessed love, blessed life. That's so true. Yeah, man. I don't know if she paid for it. She may have paid for it. But what I do know is that if we don't set the record straight for even the same World Economic Forum, that we ain't playing that. The majority rules, and right now the majority do not support whatever she told you. So it's a matter for us to reflect that in what we do. We can't go along like business as usual and fall for the distractions of victory. I can't even call it a victory. I can't even a victory. Nah, you can. Victory who? The agony of defeat. The victory was the people who showed that they are no longer sleeping. They are no longer willing to submit to this foolishness. I recognize I ain't saying all things immediately, but there's a lot of things that need changing and addressing. And unless we step up to address them, they're not going to get addressed. And that's just facts. They're going to go on and go on and go on. And we're going to find ourselves. The budget, people discussing budgets. I mean, great. It's good to have those conversations. But I see that as like the Auditor General report. The Auditor General report, that comes out. He said what he says, and that's it. Ain't nobody being held accountable. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Ain't nobody doing nothing. Anybody hand in the cookie jar. So who gonna point a finger? Even the Auditor General can't say nothing. That kind of, he says what he found. But he said it's his job for people. It's his job to report the findings, but it's not his job to enforce. He just being paid. This is funny. Check this out. He is the Auditor General Report Department. Yeah, he gonna call you out, brother, man. And we spoke. It was all good. But here's the reality. You getting paid to do this audit, though. So you getting money to report missing money, and you can't do nothing about it. But you check, right? Your office got your fees, right? The consultant fees, whatever fees, the research fee, whatever you got your check, right? All right. See what I'm saying? You got a check to report that money missing. So you can't, you got paid. You weren't interested. You're not interested in doing nothing else. You only paid to do a job. So I get it. You did your job. Well done. But it's not your job to recoup the missing funds. But whose job is it? Mr. Auditor General report, according to your department, according to the rules and regulation that governs your office, who's responsible for that? Who's responsible for that? Is there a special government office that deals with reclaiming lost funds? Is there a special government unit that goes in and does special audit for the sake of tracking and finding this missing funds? And if so, what branch of government is that? And if not, why not? Just asking for a friend. Take every cent out the bank. Just know they're coming after your money. Man. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Former Attorney General. Prime Minister Motley currently also holds the portfolios of Ministry of Finance, Economic Affairs, and Investment. Since becoming Prime Minister, Ms. Motley have served as the chair of the Conference of Heads of Government for the Caribbean Community. Between January, yada, yada, yada. Notwithstanding that, Ms. Motley, as Prime Minister of Barbados, served as lead head of government within CARICOM, with responsibility for the CARICOM signal market and economy. Please. Anyhow, this is just, Prime Minister Motley will also serve as chairman of the Joint Development Committee of the World. Hold on, family. Let me just highlight this part here real quick before we escape this. Prime Minister Motley will also serve as chair to the Joint Development Committee of the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund between November 2020 and October 2021. So I suppose if this is an error, please correct me, but she got another job. I figured running the country was enough to keep anybody busy, totally busy. I mean, I do a little farming and delivering some goods, and I can't even get a minute. I don't imagine that chairman of Joint Development Committee of the World Bank and International Monetary Fund. So let me get this right. You sold the country to the banks, and the reward is that I don't even want to touch it, man. Again, family, it's time to reflect, reimagine, and reset. I totally agree with the Economic Forum. Straight out right. I support the initiative to reflect, reimagine, and reset here, because failing to do so will cause further damage down the road. I am just saying, I don't know if y'all paying attention to this thing or not, man, but it's pretty clear. It's pretty clear. Pretty clear. Give thanks to that little link there, Tony. I'm not sure what your link is about, but I ain't sure, but we gotta check that, family. We gotta check that. For sure, we gotta check that. We allow these so-called governments to do what they want for too long. We got to get back to the fact that they're just corporations. The Constitution, all that stuff they're talking about ain't got nothing to do with us. Nothing. It has nothing to do with us. You start a business, you got to put in bylaws on the Constitution, which is funny because the government got bylaws and a Constitution. So was that a head corporation? Well, if so, let me come up from under that umbrella. How that sound? We got to get this thing right, family. We got to undo so much and redo so much. But we ain't going to get with it if we don't start it. So there are a few organizations doing things. Get with a group, get with some people, family, and let me get this thing moving, because that is it. You ain't got to get along with your brother and sister. You can work together for a common good, common goal. You could iron out your differences down the road. Too much time has been wasted, squandered and bickering, between siblings. But the prophecy must be fulfilled. They say mothers and fathers, husbands, wives, children, brothers and sisters, siblings, whatever. She is a conduit. Nah, I think that we must reach a point where we face facts. There's some individuals who y'all know clone technology real, right? Like y'all know that is real, right? Like they could really do some stuff like that, right? Real thing. They could, I mean, we think that is her, but we don't know who that is anymore, family. Like for real. We don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. I don't have a clue. I know that the old adage is true. Power corrupts, absolute power corrupts, absolutely. Full stop. It has never failed. Never failed. You see what I'm saying? So Auntie Faye, greetings, greetings, greetings. Good morning, Auntie Faye. Wait, hold on. I don't know, Auntie Faye. This good morning thing. What part you coming? You traveling? You should be corpse. Omar, you start that language, brother man. I don't know, bro. You got a lot of folks here that would jump in there. Of course, it's a registered corporation. I'm so serious, man. I mean, we got to reach the point where we start calling a spade a spade, calling a spade a spade. This is where we at. This is where we at, family. This is our great reset. This is our opportunity. This is our opportunity to get our nationality correct, not citizenship, but nationality. Because therein lies the problem. And I ain't talking about having some piece of paper to say yeah and I'm talking about physically as a people connecting as a people. We can work out the fine details later. But the first thing we gotta do is deal with self and center and balance self. You got to look into yourself, know yourself, be sovereign consciously so that you could speak that language. You could speak truth to power and not be worried about it or whatever repercussion they talk about. You don't have that issue. You're not governed by fear. You're governed by faith that is backed by works. Manifestation time, family. Manifestation time, man. That's what time it is. Manifestation time. Let me go a little step further, man. Hold on. This is why it is manifestation time, family. This is why. Check this out. I think this happened today. I don't know if it's today. Today is what? The 21st. Today, 21st. Wow. Wait, today any summer solstice. Today, 21st. I didn't even realize today 21st. Wow. This was when? This was when? This is 17th of March. Yo, family, listen, man. I don't even know what to say about this, really and truly. I really don't even know what to say about this. You know what I mean? Write this link down, family. Go read this out, man. Let me go write this down, man. Write this link down, family. When you get it, I think I'm going to post it. You can check on it. Disney employees among 108 arrested in Florida human trafficking sting. Y'all think this is a game, right? They put a spin on Mickey Mouse, man. A spin. Oh, yes, there was the equinox. Okay. Okay. Energy. It's a good time to start planting your root crops, family. This is the perfect time to start planting your root crops. Drop them in the ground. Listen, family. Disney employees, except 4 of the 8. Now, let me show you news as play games, right? Big and bold. Disney employees among 108 arrested in Florida human trafficking sting. Police. And in ill fine print, 4 of the 108 suspects are Disney employees. Only 4, but that's not my focus. The focus is the actual fact that human trafficking, we hear about it all the time. People talk about it all the time. And look, just listen to this, family. Just listen to this, man. Once you can hear it clearly, let me know, man. Let me see here. If I can go back, enlarging the screen. Once you can hear this, let me know, family. Hey, hang on. I'm trying to get this thing right up. Hold on. Where do I go? Where do I go? Do I still have it? I'm not seeing it. Let me try something here. Hang on. No, I don't want the Ukraine news, man. I definitely don't want that. Oh, sorry, I the wrong video. Is this the one? Okay, I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that video now, which is fine.
Disney employees among 108 arrested in Florida human trafficking sting. Police. Detectives in Polk County, Florida, say dozens were arrested during an operation focused on human trafficking, prostitution, and child predators. Detectives in Polk County, Florida, say dozens were arrested during an operation focused on human trafficking, prostitution, and child predators. The 6-day undercover operation, dubbed Operation March Sadness 2, began March 8th and resulted in 108 arrests, according to a sheriff's office news release. 4 suspects are Disney employees, the sheriff's office said. Xavier Jackson, 27, worked as a lifeguard at the Polynesian Resort for Walt Disney. Jet said Jackson sent inappropriate photos of himself and messages to an undercover detective who pretended to be a 14-year-old girl. He was charged with 3 counts of transmitting harmful material to a minor and 1 count of unlawful communication. CBS News reports DeSantis slams woke Disney after CEO condemns parents' rights bill. The 3 others, who were allegedly attempting to solicit a prostitute, were identified by Judez Wilkeson Fettel, 24, who worked at the Cosmic Restaurant at Walt Disney World's Tomorrowland for 4 years, Shubha Malavi, 27, who was on a visa citizenship from India and worked as a software developer for Disney, and Ralph Lees, 45, who spent nearly 4 years working in it for Disney, the report reads. Florida man arrested after kicking puppy in face. Tells cops he was upset dog ate his food at beach. Polish undercover detectives communicated online with the suspects and arranged for a meetup at the location where they were.
Anyhow, family, I all I can tell you, all right, man, is that wherever you look now across the globe, there's so much stuff going on that is just, I mean, you can't even wrap your mind around it. Can't. I mean, between Ukraine and all the other madness, we don't have a clue. What we do know is that where we are, you're seeing people, they're very frustrated, people very angry, people functioning as if they're mad at the world. It's like, I don't know. People talk they're depressed. I hear a lot of people telling me these days that they're depressed. And I wouldn't mind if it was 1 or 2. Usually you might hear somebody say that. Very seldom, but no, it's like every you turn, people saying the same thing, and it's like, wait a minute, man. Anybody else noticing this going on? Everywhere you turn, yeah, man, I hear like, and it's like, I don't know, man. People you don't even suspect that would be or say stuff like that, catching you off guard. And it's like, yo, snap out of that, man, snap out of that. But it's a reality. People are going through it. People are going through it, family. So this is the time, man. This is the time to reflect, reimagine, and reset. It really is, family. It really, really is. People fed up is a fact. People are real fed up. And the thing, what makes it even worse, brother, and I totally agree with you, people poor, you said poor, people fed up, but people in general, period, fed up. Young, rich, poor, old, everybody fed up. The pandemic, I mean, this whole thing got people, look, I guarantee you, when they say, right, that you no longer have to wear a mask mandatory anymore, I guarantee you people are going to still keep that mask on. How much you want to bet me? Of course, the youths can't wait to take it off. But a lot of people going to have that mask still on. Not me. I ain't taking it off for nothing. They got another one coming. Say, yo, I don't think we recognize the damage that was really done because of the pandemic, scamdemic, whatever you call it. And it wasn't the virus, man. What the fallout is going to be far greater. You know what I mean? It's going to get worse in plan and action. Seriously. Yep. Seriously. I agree, family. Totally agree. I see you, Alex. But it says Pavlov syndrome. Worse than poor is dead. This is a distraction fire. I'm an American, and these asses still wear them. We have left from a pandemic to Putin, and he's more dangerous than COVID. Oh, man. Yeah, it's a fact, bro. It's a fact. Everything now is Putin. But you know what? The Caribbean ought to pay attention and recognize that if we really, really don't pull ourselves up from this situation, we in for a big issue. The idea about food again, food security. I think right now my whole focus should be speaking and doing programs solely on food security, how agriculture initiatives and ideas, and also wellness and healing. Real thing, and fitness, and come on to wellness in a sense, whether it's yoga or physical training, whether light or heavy. I think we should focus on that for the simple fact that nothing else matters right now. And all that falls on the education. There's a lot of things we got to unlearn and relearn because this thing going in a direction. See, bear in mind, right? All this World Economic this and World Bank and me, all this stuff, this is the distraction to make you think that this is what they're doing. And they actually would invest money to give it the illusion that this is the plan. Okay, family, let me brace for this. But while we conspiring and rambling these theories and focusing on certain things, in the shadows lies the real plan, the covert plan that they ain't never told you. They talking about depopulation. They've been working on that. They ain't now working on that. Look at the foods that we consume, especially ones that mark on for export only. We see it and we don't even ask questions. We still buy it anyhow. Barbados don't get a new polymer money. Polymer is plastic. Yes, my brother. Now you brought it up. We about to get plastic. We about to get some real monopoly money, man. Plastic money. Bank cards. But this war is about cryptocurrency. Yeah, we ain't getting it. Yeah, that money right there, though, man. That money right there, you know. Ay. One more step towards crypto, man. The crypt. Tales from the crypt. But you know what, though? Like I said, family, that's all right. Let them do what they're doing. Let us not be caught up in it because they need us to acquiesce to make that happen. If we don't, because governed by consent, if we don't consent, it can't happen. Can't happen. So what the idea is to, like the nurses, take the nurses as an example. As you resist and don't comply, they'll bring in outsiders to replace you. So if 70% of Barbados and Barbadians are not supporting the administration, they'll bring in 70% of people to replace you. That's the idea. We want those that support us, full stop. The rest of y'all gotta go. But go where exactly? Go where? We used to have the beach, they push us back inland. They didn't want us inland, so they push us on the beach. And now Gabby song, what was the song Gabby sang? The beach is mine. I could bathe anytime. Despite what you say, I could bathe anyway. Somebody need to call Gabby. He need to make a 2022 remake. He need to do a 2022 remake of that song. Seriously, we need a 2022, 2023 remake of that song because up to recently, and I have two reliable sources, some discussions and meetings that were being held, and I quote, an individual who runs one of these government administrative offices declared to the people that foreigners, 'cause that's mostly who come here and buy beachfront property, who purchase this land, actually have the use of the land from the property to the where to where the water breaks at the beach. Basically, they own the beach. But don't worry about that. Although they bought the beach. Now listen to me very carefully, very carefully. So they bought the beach and they bought the property and they own the beach. But out of the kindness of their heart, they allow us to use the beach that they bought. Out of the kindness of their heart. This is the Barbados that we need to reflect on, reimagine, and reset here. Because when you have somebody who came here and bought land that probably was stolen in the first place by the lawyer who sold the land, they actually have a law that states you can't get back your land. Well, how is that even possible? Who would write a law in the law books that states a lawyer can steal land from an old elderly woman who doesn't understand English probably very well, or law rather, I should say, make her sign some documents, or better yet, forge some documents, sell the land to somebody else outside the country for X amount of money, keep the money, don't even tell Granny that the land was even sold, and then put the person on the property to build a house. Only to find out through Granny's children that this is what happened. And there's no recourse or redress for them. None. They can only sue the lawyer. Well, how about going back and getting the property that was illegally sold? You can't possess stolen property. If somebody steals your car, I saw an ad recently for a stolen car. If somebody stole your car, right? Think about this. And they came and sold it to me, and I have your car, and you happen to find out that the body stole your car, sold me, I am going to be charged with possession of stolen property. But apparently in Barbados, when it comes to land, the government has put statutes in place, guards really, that stop you from reappropriating the land that was yours in the first place, that was stolen by a lawyer and sold illegally to somebody outside the country, and now they think they own the property. And you can't get it back. Reflect, reimagine, reset. I am all for the great reset. All for it. All for it. Straight up. Gabby featuring Vibes Cartel. Yes, I like it though. I like it. I like it. Come on, family. This is what's going on. Imagine you have property that a lawyer forged documents and sold to some outside entity. You found out, and there's nothing you could do but try to get the money that he sold the property to from the lawyer, who in some cases you ain't getting it back. And there's no law. They actually put a law for that. But if somebody steals your car and I get caught with it, I'm charged with possession of stolen property. The land is stolen property too, but then again, it was stolen in the first place. So you got stolen property that was stolen, now stolen the second time. Boy, this thing deep, family, deep, deep. And that's what's going on right here in Barbados. Shout out to Alex Mitchell. Shout out to Jackie Stewart, to name a few. Viola Beckers, to name a few. To name a few. But heard there were about 10 or 11 pages of dead people in the Sunday paper. Is that true? The obituaries was that crowded on Sunday? Vibes Cartel is good, but he's not a Bajan. I can't do it. I can do that. Plus, he's from down my side, Emberton and New Orleans link up. Listen, brother man, on the real though, right? On the real, right? I ain't sure. Jamani, we can go a link on that. I so support that. What you can do is actually do it yourself. If you can't get hold of Gabby to come in with a fresh verse for 2022, you can pull the tune, man, and flip it. But I'm sure somebody on here got Gabby number, man. I know somebody can reach Gabby. Unless Gabby compromise. I don't know. We'll know now, though. Man, I can't sing that song, man. I can't write that one, man. Then you would know what's going on, right? You would know what's going on, man. Family, on a serious note, though, right? That means the beaches in Barbados no longer are accessible in some cases near resorts where the security would chase you from in front of the place. They don't want you mingling with the sand and the tourists. You got to keep moving. You can't even one person maybe, but a group of black people going to the beach in front of a hotel, certain places is a no-no. Imagine that once you niggers around here. That's the mindset, right? Reset, reimagine, and reset here. Reflect, reimagine, and reset. That can't fly, family. Can't fly. Cannot fly. So this is the things that we're dealing with right here. And that's why I'm saying we can no longer allow these Caribbean corporate leaders to utilize us and the people of this land and this territory unfairly. Too much is given, much more is required. We got to deal with it, family. Yeah, you can sample that, brother, for sure. I like the idea. Look, the man said, right, and I ain't joking, that the people will allow Barbadians to use the beaches because the kindness of their hearts. So what if they say one day that you can't be in front of my beach anymore because I own it up to the reef, up to where the wave break? You can't go in there. That's my beach. I paid for that. Who you paid for that? The government? Who you bought that from? The government? Look, family, I don't even know what to tell you, man. I mean, want him sing it live. All right, somebody link up Gabby. Let Jamani hiccup. Jamani trying to link with Gabby family. So somebody make that possible. I'm sure that somebody here can make that happen for you, brother. As a matter of fact, what you do is inbox a number that somebody could reach out to you and make that connect. I'm sure that Politically Incorrect could definitely make that happen. I am certain about that. But this is the other thing we got to look at, family. This is crazy. Crazy. So we got to use the same platform to share information, to let the people be aware of what's happening, because ignorance is bliss these days, man. Seriously. Tell me to forget that my grandmother was born right there, so all right, I say I shall go. Serious. Okay, I see the link up. Right, that's set. We're gonna put that in motion, man. But it's crazy how this thing unfolded. So while they make their plans and move forward, that ain't a problem. The focus is, what is your plan? What is my plan? What is the plans we have for the sake of our children? You know what I mean? So that's where we're going with this thing. For those who don't know, who might be now joining us, Politically Incorrect comes on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. Atlantic time or Eastern Standard Time, I think is what it is. And if you feel like supporting the program and love what we do, it comes with a cost, of course. There's a PayPal account at ebarelia@gmail.com. And make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. That's how the word gets around. If you want to send us the email, it's politically.in.correct246@gmail. And number is 838-8253. So that is the information right there that we're sharing with the people, man. We're here to make it happen. So we got to make it happen. And that's just the bottom line. That is the bottom line. We're here to make it happen, so we got to make it happen. And without that, nothing can do, man. It's on us. The children, for the children's sake, it's on us. We can't let this thing continue down the same path. Another set of generation, another generation, again and again and again. We got to heal in order to move forward. Let us focus on that, family. Let's focus on that. I had a serious tune here. I didn't want to play this joint too earlier, but I said, nah, I can save it. I played it already, but I can play it tonight for sure. I had played it before, but definitely dropping this tonight. Again, if I can find it. Oh, here it is. Yes. Sure. Anyhow, family, y'all know what time it is already. Serious, man. Serious. People, Harrison Point not mentioned. I didn't even know if Harrison Point still up and running. All right, Alex. I see you. Give thanks, man. Make that happen. They say that nobody ain't telling you from COVID. Nobody ain't saying a word no more about COVID, huh? Okay. We know that gonna happen, man. We know that gonna happen. That's all right. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Family is only because we lack certain information that they do these things, because once we start putting things in place, all that gonna stop. We gotta stop giving them our power and start harnessing inward. Now stop looking out for them to do anything and find our way forward and do it ourselves. It's simple. I mean, that's simple. That's the focus, yeah? That's the focus. All right, family. I give thanks for your time as usual, energy, understanding, overstanding, and yeah. Jeez, don't even talk about Maggie and Kobe. Shout out to Migs, man. Shout out to Migs. Shout out to Kobe. Live forever. Rome, and don't stop Rome. Serious. I mean, welcome to Barbados, right? Reflect, reimagine, and reset. We could talk chalk. The idea of reset is nothing new. Like I said, if we don't have a say in the decision making regarding now and our future and the future of our children and our children's children, if we don't have a say in that, we are going to be subjects to those who make those decisions. And for those who don't know, it is called slavery. Barbados is a colony. It has always been a colony. It is now a neo-colony. And believe you me, they have a plan for it. So you could, continue picking the cotton if you're comfortable. But see, the rest of us ain't dealing with our science, So just step out the way. Man. And on that note, family, Emmanuel is preparing to leave the building.
I'll never lose the faith.
I'll never lose the faith. Never lose the faith. Jamaican family. Love this tune here. I will never lose this faith. Head up straight, family. Love and light, family. Jesus, bread. Zion Gate be coming. Bun negativity. No more prison for the youths, man. Jeez. More reality, family. Love for the humanity. Prosperity for everybody. Never lose the faith, family. Keep your head straight. Man, hold on, man. You gotta pull that one, big man. You can't make that kind of sport wrong here, man.
No matter what them try, you see me, I say, them can't draw we out.
Can't draw me out, family. Jamani, you gotta send for some tunes, man, so we can drop some of your music. Send the links in the chat or send it in a message. Either way, we support we own family. John Mason, never lose the faith, family. We vibing, we vibing, we vibing. Burn negativity. No more prison and a Babylon facility. Give us roots and give us more reality. Yeah. And show love and care for humanity. And this is strictly love. Prosperity. Well then again, I never lose the faith. Never lose the faith, family. Head always straight. Nataki. Nataki. We gotta do a session, man. We've been saying it for too long. Some live performances and all. A Saturday night. Saturday night session. Strictly music spinning. Strictly live performances. Strictly energy. I'm getting some skills here, yeah. Jeez, son. Strictly love, be dealing with family. Strictly love, family. Strictly love. Shout out to everybody that support Politically Incorrect all the time. All the time. Tell a friend, tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend. We ain't never losing the faith. We ain't bowing around here. Equal rights. Heading for Zion gates. Head straight. Head straight. Jeez, Lord. Always want to fight the Rasta man. Yeah. Fire. I see you, Nataki. I see you. Look, Shanika, I see you too. Long time we've been doing this. Long time we've on this path. Gee, John Bread. I don't know what to say, man. This tune right here, family, I don't know. This tune is just do it. This just do it for me. I don't know about you, but this tune here, this brother right here, serious. John Mason, never lose the fear, family. You can check him out on YouTube. Pump that in your system. Let it be blazing, man. You know, as I get off here, now you're going to crank this volume because I don't want it to come too loud on your end. But trust me, cranking this in a minute, man. We'll have my neighbors wondering, where I go on the Rasta, man? I'm jamming. Yeah, family. But I give thanks, man. Love and light always, man. You know, and, you know, the support, man. The support. That's what it's about, man. The support, you know. We submit. Jackie, I see you. I see you. I see you too, other one. Admin in the building. I didn't see the manager tonight, but it's all right. Yeah. Saturday session for sure. Listen, Nataki, I am not playing at all. We got to put that emotion. Look, Empress Menin, entry there. All them things right now we dealing with. And too much energy has circulate around the system. Let me bring it and centralize it, man, and literally put on that. We talked about it before. Let me make it happen. We just gotta pick a date. I got 2 other DJs we gonna bring in. We just gonna do we thing. We got the platform now, sis. We talked about it, but look, it here. So, matter of fact, hold on a second, though. Now that I think about it, you know what, family? Armageddon. This is Armageddon month, family. It's been a year since the brother transition, right? No, it's there, boy. Armageddon transition. I think it was the 30th of March last year. Could be, I think it was March 30th. I could be wrong by a day or two, but around this neck of the woods. The funny thing is that he wrote on his Facebook status the night that people don't miss you and say they love you till you're gone. His last post was that people don't tell you they love you and miss you until you're gone. And he went to bed, closed his eyes. And that sun didn't rise, but we're rising another time. So much shout out, much respect to Armageddon, you know what I'm saying, Sitting Bull. As a matter of fact, boy, look. It's so funny, right? Because Nataki, we were supposed to hold this session just so Armageddon could play for the world. That was the plan. It's all love, family, here. Love and light, family. Love and light, man. Haile Selassie I, Empress Wazir Menin. One perfect balance, family. I don't know if these people think this is a game, right, family? But it's all life we dealing with, man. I don't think they get it. I don't think they get it at all, man. This is. Anyhow. Truth and rights, family. Yeah. See y'all on Wednesday, man, the 23rd. Have a beautiful night, family. Have a blessed night. Give us roots and give us more reality. I show love and care for humanity. And this is one your name, prosperity. Well then again, I never lose the faith.